Hey guys, and welcome to dcodesandgames.com. This is Medieval Dynasty, and today we're going to learn about how you can make a passive income on Medieval Dynasty. And yeah, well, there's a few things we need to go through. So the early stages of the game, we simply made money by simply getting leather or something and making bags, or we sold things through wooden vials, which you can do. So you'd go into town, into a village, or etc., and then you'd get off your horse, blah blah blah. Then you go to this guy, and you just go and sell off your things to the vendor, etc. But then when you try to sell off more of that, you'll see there's not enough coins, and then you have this whole issue that you have to go to another vendor, etc., to get someone else to buy it, because the vendors only have a certain amount of coins. So it's very frustrating, and then you don't know what to do in this situation. But there is a better way. So once you've established a village and you're producing a lot in the village, there's another thing you could do, is you can unlock these market halls, and they make it so much easier to make passive income in the game, and then you don't have to worry about every time going to a village to sell off something. If you get enough of these, I mean, at the moment I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, so I probably 6 is a good number if you can get that. But at the moment I've got 5, and if I go into my management, so then you can actually change what types of good you want to sell on these. And at the moment, what we have is tools, clothes, resources, food, herbs. That's what the areas we can sell in. And if you look at it, if you went into my resource, now why do I have 3 resources compared to 1 food and 1 tool? Well, in reality, my village, I feel, has more resources than it does food and tools, and I find that I'm using my tools a lot at the moment, so I don't really want to go into too much tools, selling off too much tools, because then my villages can't use those tools. But you know, some tools are quite expensive, and if you can make enough of them and sell them off, then why not? You can see from here, and depending on their diplomacy, they'll be able to sell more and also give you more money. So things that would be good here, for instance, is selling off some of my flaxseed I've been selling off, because flaxseed is actually quite profitable, and it does produce quite a lot in my village. I have quite a lot of flax, so flaxseed is fine to sell off a bit. But always a warning, when you're selling off seed, make sure you're not selling off too much, that then you find out actually you're selling off too much, that you don't have enough to plant, because then that becomes a problem for your village, and then you'll have a lot of exclamation marks like I do at the moment at the top left, so I'll have to sort that out. You go to the production areas like a smithy, you see how much they're actually working on. So if it was, for an example, iron hammer, there's not very many iron hammers I need. Only one person really needs the iron hammer, and that's the building place, the building workshop, that he repairs all the houses at the end of the season. So he's the only person that needs the iron hammer. So maybe it might be, actually, I need to think, might be something I could sell. So let's go 1.91. So this is making 1.91 a day. Now, okay, so if it's 1.91 on that one, we have to go to the other one, see what this is. This doesn't do the iron hammer. And then I think I have another smithy somewhere. Iron hammer 1.53. So we're making about 3 hammers, 3.5 hammers a day. We'd probably want to leave some for the builder person. So we could probably afford to sell maybe two a day. If you look at the builders area, so we just go to management, we go to the store, and we go to tool store, iron hammer. At the moment I am selling 0.49 and I've only got one tool store. So if I wanted, I could probably increase this to, let's say, 2. And I'd be safe. So it's 1.3, I'm safe. In reality, I could get another tool store and have more things being sold. But anyway, that's that. Once you've done all this, I'll show you, but this is basically a day, okay, of what you'd be earning. If you make the stall 100% intensity as well, then for the workers, then they'll work. And at the moment I'm making 3,736 a day. So that, and there's 3 days in a season in Medieval Dynasty. So if you add that up, it gets to something like 12,000, close to 12,000 a season. You know, you're looking at, in a year that might come to about 50,000, you know. And then what your taxes are, then my taxes come to about, I'd say, I've got a lot of work, I've got a lot of buildings. I'd say my taxes come to about 31,000. So then you're making about 20,000 a year from the passive income in this game, Medieval Dynasty. So then you don't really need to make much more money. If you keep on top of all the things on the left hand corner, which I'm not at the moment, and you keep on top of that, and you make sure that your stalls aren't selling too much and that they're selling the right amount of products, you can't go wrong. If you could like and subscribe to this channel, that would be great. Anything you like about this, if you want more, do comment on the section, on the comments, and I'll see you later.